What's this? What is this? Motion Picture Enterprises. That's a real Art Deco pieces. That's what that reminds me of. 1968. How about that? That's from 1968. Then I'll show you this on A&E, baby. They don't show the rat poo. Previously on Locker Nuts, I bought a unit for $275 on a super hot day. I pulled the trigger on this one because I thought it might have vintage collectibles. But so far we found mostly garbage and low-end stuff. We have some hope that a gold chain might be real, but right now let's finish going through it and take the last remaining boxes home for a closer look. Here's one other thing I pulled out of one of the boxes. It's really heavy, it's solid metal. This little teapot, kind of cool. It's got a nice look to it. It's a few bucks. And one other thing, you see the rat turds here and there, but the swing arm lamp, that's a light, swing arm light. And last box, do you think the last box is the best box? It's happened before. Right here on Locker Nuts. What the heck is that? It's clear. I mean, it's hollow. Oh, that's for a vacuum or something. What's in here? Dirty tools, like looks like they've been used in the mud or something. That one's rusty. Oh, a bunch of junk. Junk. VHS tapes. Plates. Lovely. What's this? What is this? Actually, it looks kind of fancy, doesn't it? Yeah, you can open. Just open. Why is it so hard to open? It's empty, so why is it so hard to open? Ooh. Huh. Money clip. There's another money clip. That one's kind of cool. Why does it seem so top heavy though? Nothing in there. Well, that sucks. A couple money clips, that's a couple dollars. That's not exciting. Come on, we're trying to make this an exciting climatic ending. I need some cooperation from the locker. Oh, that's kind of cool. Motion Picture Enterprises. That's a real. It's for real, yo. That is kind of cool. It's for real. What's this? Aqua Express. It's an aquarium pump. And that bit. Sweeping into rat poop. Sweeping into rat poop. That's what we do. On the Locker Nuts channel. Sweeping into rat poop. Does this make you want to do storage lockers right here? Does this look glamorous? Does this look exciting? Does this look like it does on TV? Well, it's not. Then I'll show you this on A&E, baby. They don't show the rat poo. That's part of it, though. It's the real deal. Alright, guys, it's a little bit late. You see it's dark outside. We've been preparing for the flea market tomorrow. I've got a whole trailer load ready to go. But I do have a few boxes here that I put aside that required a little bit more attention. Like this one here. So, yeah, I'll see how much energy I got right now to bust out a little bit more unboxing for you guys. Okay. Probably should save this one for last, because this definitely was probably the most interesting one. What is this? What is that? It's hollow. And, those definitely look like horns. They're very small. Huh, that's interesting. They're wrapped in paper and they're in this eyeglass. Do you guys have any idea what that might be? Because I really don't. I don't know what that could be. I mean, it definitely looks like it could be bone or something. Put it in here for a little bit more safekeeping for now. It's heavy. Empty. That says the 49ers on it. He definitely loves their 49ers at the flea market. Definitely, definitely. Nice hair clip. It's a nice little bangle. Christmas greetings, it says. International silver plate. Geneva. This is just a lot of stuff in here, but this just looks like some nice costume here. It's nothing like expensive, nothing precious, not that I can see yet. I mean, they even have like used batteries and screws thrown in as well. That's a little bit more interesting. Alright, next box. Let's already look at this one. I'm getting mixed up now. What I looked through and what I didn't. This is a bunch of... That's kind of nice right there. This is a bunch of dishware stuff. Got two of these ones. What's that called? Milk glass? Is that what that's called? Milk glass. Oh, there's another one. Got three of those. Is this the other one? I got four of those. My goodness. What else we got in here? That's kind of nice. Not like super expensive, but pretty cool. And this thing. Also, that's alright, huh? Interesting. That's kind of cool. It's got little flowers on it. You see that pattern in there? It's alright. Again, not expensive, not valuable, but still kind of cool. These two things are very similar. And one more thing. Oh, look at that. That's an odd looking glassware, isn't it? What's that meant for? It's not very deep. It's got the lip right there, you can pour it. It's not like uniform. This is like, I think this is hand blown right here. That's an interesting piece. I'm gonna bring that to the vintage flea market. bring that somewhere nicer. Oh, one more thing. What's this? Oh, that's cool. This reminds us of the glassware that we found in that $5 locker that had all the mid-century and the I forget what you call it, Art Deco pieces. That's what that reminds me of. That I'm also bringing to a better market. Better market. Let's see, we have any other surprises in here? No. Alright, that's it. Okay. How about this one now? Alright. There was those pieces, huh? I think we also peeked in this one. Alright, so we're going to test it. We've got a magnet here. It's not very big, but it's actually pretty powerful. And okay. It's not sticking to it. So you know what that means, right? That means that if it were to stick to it, it's definitely not solid silver. But the fact that it's not sticking to it doesn't really mean anything. It just means that it could be silver. So, interesting. Okay. I just put those aside for a little bit better market. Oh, this thing's actually pretty heavy, man. That is nice, too. This piece also pretty nice. Oh, look at that. Those are those things that go on top of the electric poles, right? Forget what they're called. It's pretty nice. I like that. That's at least a little bit collectible. Okay, we've got this glass bowl right here, and that is also pretty nice, right? It's nothing that special, but it is pretty nice. Okay, we got this guy, this little Jim Beam. Oh, it's a cable car, Jim Beam. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's actually could be a little bit valuable. I don't know what the date is. There is a copyright here. 1968. How about that? That's from 1968. So I would say that probably is going to have some value. We'll put that aside as well. Now this is the kind of stuff I thought that we'd find in this locker when I first looked inside. Ren pearl. And that cork is all deteriorated, but that's still got some age on it. I really thought the locker was going to be full of this kind of stuff, and it was so far been a pretty big disappointment. I'm liking this box though. This, oh, did I put this in there? Or is this yet another one? I've been finding a lot of these lately. So that one's going to go to a little bit better flea market. You get $5 for those at a little better market. Fruit label. Guess that goes in the fruit boxes. I don't know. Got it in there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's another one of these. One's got a much better cork. Doesn't smell like anything really. That's pretty cool. Another bottle? Nope, another vase. Alright. It's kind of nice. I don't know, something tells me this may be a little special, but then again, it might not be. It might just be nothing special at all. I don't know. This bag, you can kind of see through this bag, but it is all seashells. There's another one of those. Have to get that word on there again. I'm gonna look this up actually. Everything else in this box seems to be pretty decent. I don't know what that is. Whatever it is. this goes with it. The lid. Huh. Pretty interesting too. This is fun, isn't it? Well, I think it's fun anyways. Alright, what is this? So this is a trivet hot plate set in wood. It's got a little crack right here. Looks like they've glued it. It is pretty though. It's got a lot of color on it. It's got a little hippie vibe. I kind of like that. So we'll bring that to a little better flea market as well. Alright, surprisingly, this thing right here, these sell for anywhere from $20 to, I think there's one that sold for $2.79. Amazing. 1968, good condition. It's lasted all these years and doesn't have more value, but you know what? Not everything appreciates in value the way we expect it to. You can actually have these right now. There's tons for sale. Those are the two that sold. There's tons for sale for like $7, $8, $10, $12. There's quite a few. Easily, readily available. So don't think that's something special. This right here, this is a little better. So this is from Germany apparently, and these are collectible. Who would have thought that? Not me. But there was one sold listing that had a pair of these. It was $50, best offer accepted. So I would say they probably sold for about $35 to $40. There are many for sale right now for $20 for this. So maybe somebody will pay more for two, because then they don't have to pay twice the shipping. This piece right here, I looked it up. I just had a feeling about it, and so I looked it up. That feeling was Enchanto is the brand. Enchanto E-103. My feeling was for nothing. These can be had for about $5 to $10, and with the lid, of course. All right, so nothing too expensive. This is probably the best piece right here. Am I gonna put that on eBay? Yeah, I just might, or I might just bring it out to the vintage flea market. But I don't know if these really sell that well. But you know what? It's only one way to find out. All right, you guys. At the end of the last video, I told you it was gonna get a little bit better, and it did. Right? That last box, especially. Finally, we're finding some collectibles. We're finding the kind of stuff that we were looking for. But I really did think the whole locker was going to have that kind of stuff. I thought this was going to be vintage. And it really wasn't, right? It was mostly garbage. Either garbage or stuff that had very little or no value. Stuff that should not have been in a storage locker, right? Getting paid to store. This is not good stuff. Only a few, really at the end of the day, we only had a few boxes of stuff that's sellable, really. We took it to the flea market. A lot of it went to the flea market already and hardly got anything. That last piece I showed you, that green dish with the lid, and I was like, I looked it up and I was like, wow, it really doesn't sell for very much money on eBay. Well, I brought that out to the flea market, we put it on the table, put it out on the front, got good exposure for it. All day long, no one even asked how much for it. At the end of the day, we do a $1 sale. No one bought it for $1. Then we do the free sale. No one took it for free. I'm just like, really? No one took it for free. And we got rid of almost everything that day we took. Like, almost everything went away. But that piece didn't. It's really perplexing. But, you know, that's just one of the later disappointments that this locker had. It was a disappointment from the start. Digging in early, coming across so much garbage, finding a rat poop. Yep. It just wasn't a good one. But I share it with you guys anyways, right? I want to show you what locker buying and reselling is like. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it ain't good. But also, quite frankly, we haven't bought a whole bunch of lockers, or we hadn't bought very many lockers going into this. So I didn't have a whole bunch of videos to share with you, but all that's about to change, you guys. The last 2 days, Jenna and I have bought 5 units, and all 5 are interesting units. They're not cheap units, they're not small units. There are 5 interesting units to share with you. We're really excited. And even before that, on Friday, we bought 2 units. We got great stuff to share with you. We're not just going to share the stories of what we bought. We got a story to share with you about what we didn't buy. Yeah, there's been some pretty big stuff happening around here, and it's all good. So we'll get to that soon enough. If you guys in the meantime don't mind, hit me that thumbs up, right? You're not thumbs up in this locker that we just bought, because that would be hurt. your thumbs up if you like what we do, okay? If you like seeing these videos, seeing us go on adventures, and if you like us taking you with us so you can see what it's like. Go through that unit with us. That's what we're doing here, okay? And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification button so you'll know when our next video comes out, all right? But until then, good luck to you. God bless you, and we'll see you next time here on Boom Locker Nuts. Alright guys, I just remembered I didn't say about the gold chain. That was fake. I mean, it was a fake gold one. It stuck to a magnet, not real, but he just wanted to give you a little sneak peek. Yeah, we opened this one. This is coming up in a future video. Stay tuned. It's not what you think. Not what you think.